What is the Matrix? The Matrix is in fact a Western civilization system that cannot be seen by human beings and that is essentially based on mass manipulation. The Matrix was born in 1917 when the American President Woodrow Wilson asked his friend George Creel to create a special commission. This special commission had the task to influence the American people so they would go to war against Germany, even though that wasn't the intention of most Americans to begin with. Using different propaganda and misinformation strategies, this commission fully accomplishes its goal, and the United States of America joined the war on April 6, 1917. For the first time in human history, a group of people had found a way to manipulate the masses, in other words, to push people into doing something unwillingly. One of Creel's commission leaders was Edward Bernays. This Bernays was inspired by the work of his uncle Sigmud Freud, the father of psychoanalysis, to manipulate the masses. Hear how it works. Lying about the quality of any product or idea to raise a maximum of instincts such as fear, desire, and dream. People will then see their awareness decrease and will become much easier to manipulate. Edward Bernays became popular because of his first real success in the art of propaganda, and his methods were soon applied in fields such as politics and business. He found ways to sell all sorts of useless products and even dangerous ones to the people. To achieve his goals, he doesn't hesitate to pay movie stars and scientists to lie to the population. The word propaganda became unpopular and had to be replaced later on by public relations. He considered people as a bunch of fools deserving to be manipulated. Thanks to him and his successors, the entire planet went from a society of needs to a society of desire. After the Second World War, the Matrix went through a whole new phase. The American way of life emerged and brought the illusion of liberty through consuming and media. The world of the all is well emerged so that people would adopt a more materialistic lifestyle and would have no idea they'd be constantly manipulated. The Matrix spread across the world to a point that lies and manipulation became even trivial. What does the Matrix look like nowadays? Methods used by Bernays are almost 100 years old. Imagine how it has become today with all these areas rewarding public relations and using recent technologies. Here is an example of a largely used manipulation. It all has to do, on one hand, with the all is well, to make people dream so they think they're happy, and on the other hand, a permanent climate of menace, insecurity, and fear. The constant hot and cold generates a loss of confidence and a feeling of helplessness, which also generates distrust and insecurity. Let's not forget that insecurity pushes people into buying more so that they have to work more. Then why are these manipulations still going on? Because those who are pulling the strings behind it all certainly do not want the Matrix to be brought to light. A way for them to make sure that they stay in the shadows is to designate, even create from scratch, what is called a scapegoat. The goal is to generate fear, to designate a target so that people are looking elsewhere. That way, people avoid asking questions about the real issues. Scapegoats can be different according to countries. It can be terrorists, people with new ideas in different areas such as health, education, or in the field of spirituality. Now, how spirituality become a scapegoat, you ask? Well, in the 90s, there's been a sort of media hype to make people believe that spirituality equals cult. This truly is a manipulation because before that time, nobody did that kind of associations of ideas. This manipulation did pretty well, unfortunately, because nowadays many people wish to live in some form of spirituality, but are afraid to be criticized, ridiculed, or even worse, if they talk about it freely. There truly are cults and people that absolutely want to have their own savior, but it has nothing to do with spirituality. In fact, what is spirituality? True spirituality is always very simple, practical, and concrete. It is mainly about asking fundamental questions such as, who am I? What is my purpose on this earth? Legitimate questions that each of us may wish to ask and use as a guideline to become a free, loving, and creative human being. Not only is the Matrix offering the opposite, but it has also become the greatest cult in existence, since it has been feeding people with lies, manipulation, and immorality. Can we protect ourselves from its influence? Yes, of course, because the Matrix isn't as powerful as it would like us to believe. For more information, visit Pierre Lassalle's official site. You will find a file called Light in the Matrix, a complete bibliography, articles and tools to help you think on your own and reveal yourself completely out of the Matrix. Welcome to all of you.